Hey. It's actually, it's been a couple of days since I posted because I have not been able to upload anything. So we'll get back on track, and we're gonna focus on continue focusing today on, what got you here. It's just kind of the theme for the week, and what got you here. Sometimes when I'm counseling or when I'm coaching, one of the things that I've recognized is that when I help people to see what all the things that got them to where they are and all the things that they've done, and recognizing kind of the genesis or the background of where things started, sometimes that's enough to launch them. It's enough to help them. And so that's part of what I want to talk about today. But more importantly, one of the things that has come up for me recently is there's something that God has laid on my heart that I wake up with it, I go to bed with it, I think about it all day long, and I've been resistant. I've been resistant to pursue this, and I'm not sure what my resistance is. But I know that God has called me to it. And part of that resistance for me is I recognize that when we're not obedient, things happen or things don't happen. I was listening to a podcast earlier, and he was talking about King Solomon. And when the opportunity came for King Solomon, for when God asked King Solomon what he wanted, and if you remember in the book of King Solomon, in that story, he asked for wisdom. He could have asked for anything in the world, but he asked for wisdom. And God granted him all the other desires. And I wonder for you, what it is that you've asked for. I wonder if it's lining up with obedience to what God's called you to do, or if you're running from that, you're being resistant to that. I wonder if God desires for you to ask for wisdom and you're asking for something else, or maybe God's trying to deal with you in a different way. You see, the thing that God continues to lay on my heart is for me to start a men's only mastermind group called Go Boldly. And I have pushed back on it for 3 years now. And it's getting harder and harder to resist. And I reached out to a buddy of mine yesterday and I said, I've got to do this. And it's going to be for men only. It's called Go Boldly. And it's based on Genesis 12:1, where God told Abram to go to the land that he would show him. You see, I think that more and more we need men to step up and be obedient. We need more and more men to step up and go boldly into this world. But maybe you're not a man and you're asking, well, how does that relate to me? I think that no matter whether you're a male or female, I think God's asking us to go boldly, show our faith and express our faith and be obedient today. And so my challenge to you today is, what are you resisting? What is it that God is calling you to do? What is it that God continues to lay on your heart that you're not doing? I've already reached out to a couple of men that I'm waiting to hear back if they want to join this mastermind group, because I think we need men to step up. If you know a man that needs this mastermind group that's going to meet weekly with live events, let me know. In the meantime, what are you resisting? Where are you not being obedient? Where is God calling you to go?